Welcome back. Today we're making a wrap top. The first thing you need to do is to take your shoulder measurement divided by 2, and mine is 8 inches, and from that 8 inches I'm going to come down by 1 inches, and I'll slant to meet my neckline. So from that point I'm going to take 8 inches, which is my chest line, and I'm going to connect into a straight line. So on that line I'm going to take my 8 inches, the same thing I did for my shoulder line, and I'm going to connect into a straight line. And then I'm going to find the midpoint of the 8 inches, which is 4 inches, and from there I'm going to make my armhole curve. So I'm going to measure from my shoulder to my bust point, which is 10.5 inches. You can just measure yourself using the video on the screen. I'm going to connect into a straight line, and I'm going to measure my bust, my round bust, divided by 4, and I'm going to place that on my bust line. So I'm going to add 2 extra inches 1 inches for my seam allowance. So I'll connect from my shoulder line down to my top length, and I'm going to cut out. So to cut out the front part of my top, I'm going to bring a fresh pattern paper and make sure it's the same length with the back panel. So I'm going to measure out 6 inches, and I'll make it into a straight line. From the 6 inches I'm going to place my back panel, and I'm going to trace out my measurements. So after doing that, I'm going to draft out my back neckline. The width is 3 inches and the depth is 1.5 inches. I'm going to do that and I'll cut it out. After cutting it out, I'm still going to place it back on my front panel, and I'll cut out the neckline. So we are done with the back panel. We are going to focus on the front panel. So I'm going to come down by 8 inches from my neckline. And I'm going to slant from my shoulder line to meet the 8 inches that I just marked out. And on the down part here, I'm going to come up by 5 inches, and I'm going to slant from the 8 inches to meet the 5 inches. And then I'm going to cut out. So I'm going to cut the back panel first. I'll start by folding my fabric into 2 equal parts, and I'm going to place my back pattern on it, and I'm going to trace it out. So cutting out the front panel can really get tricky sometimes. So what you are going to do is to cut out one side before you cut out the other one. So I'm going to place my pattern on my pattern paper on my fabric, and I'm cutting from the right side. So I'm going to trace it out, and I'm going to use this part to cut out the other part. Make sure the right side is facing each other, and if you're using the wrong side, make sure the wrong side is facing each other. That way you're going to get two separate front panel, if that makes sense. So after cutting out, this is what you should get: two front piece and one back piece. And the next thing you are going to cut out is your rope. The width of my rope is 5 inches and the length is 45 inches, and I made sure I cut out two, so it totally depends on you. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.